Catwoman. Yes, it's me. Why am I after you in a simple retail store, catching you in your usual petty theft? You know why I'm here. What do you have over here? Always going after not the most expensive, not the most popular, but the ones that kind of get forgotten about as far as collectibles, right? That way it's not too obvious and people don't miss it. Of course. This is an interesting object you plan on adding to your collection. A famous 19th century copper bowl passed down by King Edward. What else do you have? Oh, yeah. The gauntlet. I see why you would eye this. So tell me something, Catwoman. What do you plan on doing with this dish? Setting up on a mantle? Displaying with all your other items? Use it for a cabal, for your treats, for your feline friends. Milk, huh? Doesn't surprise me you take something as precious and expensive as this, only to use it for a dish to eat out of. Let's see what else you have. Yes. I remember this very well. In fact, wasn't this the same item you stole last year? That's right, Commissioner Gordon retrieved it. Able to put it back in the museum, only for you to capture it again. Tell you what, if you're so fond of it, maybe this time I'll let you keep it. Does that sound like a deal? What else do you have? Gold bowl. Yeah. I remember this far too well. What was it? I think some other criminals were chasing after it. And then you chased it after the criminal. Not that I'm saying you're not a criminal, but you're insulted I would compare those criminals to you. Fair enough. They were pretty much amateurs. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. What else do you have there? Now this yarn black fabric is unlike you. So why would you just take something as simple as black ribbon. Well, I guess a girl does need to do some repairs on her suit. Or maybe you have certain people you want to tie up. Oh, Catwoman, true. Sometimes things like this can just be playful. Alright. What else do you have in your bag of precious items? There's gotta be more. Now this is more what I expected from Catwoman. The precious stones that represent Gotham City. The ones that built this city from its ruins. Of course, these, you can't put a price on them. They're absolutely priceless. The blue gems. Yes, absolutely beautiful to the eye. But deadly to the skin. Which is why, for those to handle them, must use gloves. Well, as you know, I'm not here to see all the goods you've stolen. I'm sure you've read the Gotham Global and Times. The police is out looking for you. I know, you're not worried about them. But Catwoman, I am worried about them. And I'm worried about what they're saying about you. Oh, I know. They can say whatever they want, but this time you might be in over your head. Of course, I don't believe what they're saying. But then, you've always had a way to convince me otherwise. What do I mean? You're accused of murder. I'm so glad you find that amusing. But I don't find that amusing. Especially for you. Let me ask you something. Where were you on the night of that murder? You know the date. And I find that a little hard to believe. Sitting at home, sipping milk and just playing with your cats. No, you would have been still busy robbing. I believe you've been set up. Set up to take the fall from somebody else. Somebody else who's accusing you Somebody else who wants to get rid of you. Do you have anybody that you know that has something out for you personally? You can trust me. Why is it that you don't want to just tell me what you really think or feel? I am your friend, and I am here to help you. Well, I know there's gotta be a way. Tell you what, let me handle this. I'll find out, and I'll do the work. I don't need you to go around. Because if you find the person, then I might be afraid you do something drastic. You can trust me, Catwoman. Selina. I'll do my work effectively and make sure to bring justice. Don't laugh at justice. It is there. And I know you don't believe in the system or law enforcement. I understand. I'll do some more investigation, and I will get to the bottom of this. Alfred is also helping me. Yes. Alright. I'll tell you what. Why don't you leave this stuff here, but you can take that item. Alright. I'll get a hold of you soon. Oh, Alfred. Good. I'm glad you're here. So, I had a run-in with Catwoman. Yeah. I believe she's innocent too. Well, I mean, other than being a common thief. Murder. There's no reason for it. Not from her. Alright, Alfred. We're gonna have to do a little more investigation and bring some clues together. Well, Selina did find some clues at the scene of the crime that looked a bit suspicious. And she wanted me to look into it. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what she provided us. First, she did find this pen. She noticed that this wasn't some ordinary pen, but this is a special pen that usually would be used for signing documents, possibly even contracts. Maybe a contract to a certain hit. Note this down and let's put this in our investigation pile. The other things she found was a small remote control. Now I kind of looked into this thinking it was just an average remote, something for lights, but this one, the more I researched, it comes from a specific corporation, and they have a lab. They use these remotes for military purposes. It's sort of, they need to time possibly a bomb or an injection. So, I think this is something to look into. Maybe there's a connection here to a specific place that, right, might know a little more information. The other thing she found is this holder. This particular holder might be used also connected to the remote. Well, possibly to contain a small bomb. Maybe a lethal weapon of some sort. But I'm going to do a little more investigation on this one. This could be just a coincidence, but I'm almost certain I've seen it somewhere else. Definitely put that in the lab. We'll take a closer look. The other thing she found, 3 batteries, but all 3 of them are different brands. AAA batteries to be precise. Someone was wondering if they came from 3 different areas, which possibly means 3 different criminals. That's definitely something we're going to have to look into as well. I'll do a little more checking out some facilities that manufacture these batteries. Another thing she found, which I found was kind of interesting, measuring tape. What on earth could a measuring tape be doing at the scene of the crime? I know she was supposed to leave them behind, but she took them because she felt that these actually have a connection to who is framing Catwoman. Perhaps there's more to this murder than just even a setup or framing Catwoman. But does anybody else know her secret identity as you and I do? It's possible. It's possible that somebody else might know. What's that? The last thing that she found? That's the biggest thing. She found a hat. There's only one person I know who has a hat just like this. Max Shrek. But the question is, how would this get in the hands or into the place? Or Catwoman and the victim were? It's interesting, Alfred. But there is a connection with Max and Selena. I mean, strictly business, of course. She's never really cared for him, but it is her employee. Now, according to Selena, he did attempted murder. At least that's what I gathered from her without her completely telling me. But what would he have on her as well as the victim to try to get rid of one by death and the other by crime or murder? I don't know, Alfred. It's definitely a mystery, but I'll do some more investigation. Let's see what's going on. In the meantime, I'm going to pay another visit with Catwoman. She's bound and determined to crack this mystery herself, and without the help of Batman, I feel she might be possibly more in danger. I know she takes good care of herself and she doesn't need me or anybody else, but I don't trust Max. Alright. Alfred, go ahead and take this as well. And then I'll be back here with some kind of conclusion. I'll do some more searching. Time to get ready.